All right, the Washington Commanders. According to the Washington Post, the congressional investigation has pivoted to potential financial improprieties, per the Post. Now, what does that mean? Front Office Sports adds some flavor to that, Myles. AJ Perez of Front Office Sports says at least one person familiar with the team's financial health has been interviewed, and the idea is that the committee is exploring whether the Commanders used two sets of books. That is a problem if it's happening, and that is the kind of thing that gets people sued, gets people indicted. We used to think it gets people indicted. Self-edit, restrain. We used to think things like that got people indicted. Now I'm not so sure that things like that get people indicted, because there are investigations like that going on that aren't getting people indicted who maybe should be indicted, and I don't understand it. But two sets of books is, in theory, the kind of thing that causes someone to do a perp walk. So this is very alarming to me as an outsider, and I would assume it's very alarming to Daniel Snyder as the one who would be the ultimate focus of any question of whether or not there was any book cooking going on by the Commanders.
Well, obviously, yes. And it always seems to be something with this organization, right? And, Ron Rivera was talking about it this week. Like, it's the only way to kind of cure the perception of what the Commanders are as an organization is to start winning. And even if he does that, I don't know if that's really going to be the case as long as Daniel Snyder remains the owner of that team, based on all of the different allegations that have come out about this team in the last few years. It is just one thing after another. And so, yeah, we don't quite know where this is going to lead. But there you see Daniel Snyder. I mean, he's on the stage introducing what the new team brand is, the new team name. He's got all these nice little varsity jackets on there, even though he is, according to Roger Goodell, not involved in the day-to-day operations of the team any longer. So what's it going to be? I mean, what's the next shoe to drop for Washington and allegations? It just, like I said, Mike, it always seems like there's something with this team.
And there's an item in the Washington Times that suggests that he is involved in the day-to-day operations of the team, notwithstanding the allegations made by Roger Goodell. We posted yesterday, based on a tweet from J.P. Finley of NBC Sports Washington, that there are four committees that Daniel Snyder is still a member of. And I know that it's two different things, four committees versus day-to-day operations. But still, you would think if the guy has been generally excommunicated from running his team, he wouldn't be on these committees. It doesn't make sense he has that kind of involvement in that many different committees if he's not really running his team. Something stinks about this. And look, I'm going to go conspiracy Mike here. You can go ahead and put up the graphic of me with the cigarette and the short-sleeve dress shirt. You can go ahead and do it. I can't help but wonder, how do I put this? Let me just put it. I can't help but wonder whether or not the NFL at some level, I am just wondering here, I'm spitballing, I'm speculating, am I expressing opinions? I'm not stating facts. Don't sue me, Daniel Snyder. I can't help but wonder whether if there is something like this going on, Myles, whether or not it's been instigated by somebody within the broader power structure that has decided it's time for this guy to go. And we know things that we're going to discreetly tell people about because we've had enough of this guy. And he's never going to go without a fight. So the only way to get rid of him is to give him a bigger fight to deal with than us. We get the feds after him. That will be the ultimate distraction, and that'll be the ultimate way to get him out of here and get him out of our hair once and for all. I feel like that's just spider sense. That's all I'm saying. It wouldn't surprise me. There's always a story behind the story. And it wouldn't surprise me if in their desire to move on from this guy, knowing that he would fight them tooth and nail and he would sue and sue and sue and sue, and he would never go away quietly, that if you're aware of some stuff he's doing, maybe, if there's anything to this, I don't know if there is. If you think you're aware of some stuff he's doing, if you think there may be two sets of books, you solve your problems. oh, this meddlesome priest, or whatever your Shakespearean quote that you like to make from time to time, you find a way to get the meddlesome priest out of your hair by sharing some of the meddlesome priest's secrets with the feds that may get them after him, and that's a fight that distracts him from you, and he leaves. If that makes any sense at all, and there's a good chance it doesn't.
I mean, it kind of did. I don't know that you really got the quote right, but that's all right, Mike. You
That's
tried
right.
there.
Who will rid me of this meddlesome priest? I only know it because I've heard you say it 50 times in the past year and a half.
I know. I do say it a lot. It's one of my drawstring phrases that just kind of comes out and I don't know. But
right after there's a snake in my boots. There's a snake in my boots.
Yeah. Won't someone rid me of this meddlesome priest? Yes, exactly.
There's a lizard on my ledge.
Yeah, well, somebody get rid of that for me, please, or get me the hell out of Florida.
Who will rid me of this meddlesome lizard? We can go all night.
Yeah, we could. You know what this makes me think of when you say that, though? It makes me think of John Gruden, right? Because somebody obviously had access to those emails that had the racist, the sexist, misogynistic, homophobic remarks, and they decided that they were going to leak them to the media with the obvious agenda of getting John Gruden out of his job. Now, we still don't know who did that, but somebody did that. And so that's why it's part of why John Gruden is suing, right? So, I mean, I don't know if what your speculation is on the right track or not, but that's at least what it makes me think of. And frankly, it comes from the same investigation, because that's how John Gruden got outed. Was all those emails that came up in the investigation of Washington's workplace culture. So I don't know, but that's what it makes me think about.
I thought of something else too. Since it's Bruce A Day on PFTPM, a different Bruce A, Bruce Allen, may know some things that he may be sharing with others. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying I know. But somebody who was there in the organization for all those years and would know plenty of things, and has been maybe a target of some of these leaks to make him look bad. There's a theory out there that the Gruden emails weren't leaked by the league. They were leaked by Snyder as retaliation generally against everyone, because he's just pissed at the world, and it makes Bruce Allen look bad. It makes John Gruden look bad because he's just pissed off that he got sidelined for X number of months from running his football team. There's a theory out there that that's what happened, and there aren't many people that had those emails. And so, again, when you're talking about this kind of information, if there's two sets of books, there aren't many people that know about it because it's not something that you declare to the world. There would be a very tight universe of people who are even in a position to know whether or not there are financial improprieties in the Washington Commanders organization. So it's just something else for Daniel Snyder to worry about as he waits for official permission to start running the team that, by all appearances, he still continues to run in some capacity.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.